Hi everyone, this is XT. I'm hanging out with Rob on Front Row Live.
XD, it's so good to meet you and talk to you. Super excited to talk about this new single. Talk to me a little bit about this new single, Skin, and being able to write something so personal, so vulnerable, so meaningful to you. I'm sure it's not an easy feat to do. So, when you first started writing this song, how long did it take for you to finally be okay to actually like put it out there?
It took me 4 years. So yeah, Skin has been like a really important song of my life, like as an artist, no matter as an artist, as a writer, as a producer, as a person as well. I actually started writing it. I think that is the first two songs or first three that I wrote after I consider to pursue like a singer-songwriter artistry. Yeah, so Skin has been like I wrote it 4 years ago, and the lyric and melody came really fast. I think it took me, I think 30-40 minutes that I finished the song. It's just so natural, came out from my piano. I just sing it and I was like, wow, like I think that song speaks to me so much. But it takes me 4 years to produce, to get myself ready, to like putting all together to evolve the song. So it's more about the mental, readiness of getting the song, putting the song out there.
Did you come into this writing session knowing what you were writing, or is this something that just revealed itself?
Just I think I just so random. I just
Wow.
after a shower. Literally. So actually at that time my eczema situation was really serious that time. So it's a summer 2018ish. And then I was like, oh, I really want to write a song about my skin condition. I just want to, like, for that time I wasn't thinking about releasing. I Yeah, that was 2 years before my debut. I just want to record, like make a proper record of my journey, and then I wrote a song about it. It's just so random. I didn't even set up a session for myself, sit down and write it. I just have the melody in mind, the words that I want to say, and I just wrote it after the shower. It's just so natural. It's just yeah, it sounds like a little bit random, but sometimes yeah, that actually worked really well for me as an artist as well, because like that song, I think that is one of the songs that it came up so naturally, because usually when I write song I would have production, I set up a session for myself sitting in my home studio working on songs, but that one was like that's it.
Those songs don't always happen, and when they do, you just have to let them take control and just
Yeah.
let them happen.
Mm.
With the production of this, so you had the melody already, you had the lyrics already. So when you went in to record the song, like, did you change much of the production, or is this what you already had envisioned in the beginning?
Yeah, I think over the past 4 years, I've been overthinking a lot about the song, because I feel like Skin is a song that, as I mentioned, is really important to me as a person as well. So I think the over the past 4 years, I've been thinking, like envisioning how Skin would sound like on Spotify, on other like released, and then I was like, I've been like planning in my head, but I just don't have the courage to make it happen.
Mm.
So when I really decided to just sit down, start my session, open my session file, and start playing the chords, and yeah, it also comes so naturally. The production, I didn't tweak it a lot. So I before the releases, like other song that I released, I used to tend to really overthink a lot on the production, like on the sound design, on the like what kind of sound element want to put it, panning to the left or right. I mean, like I overthink a lot. So, but for this one, I felt like over the past 4 years, my head has been like, my mind has been telling myself this is the right way to do. So I think when I really start to do the production, it also came so naturally. I feel like, oh, over the past 4 years, it's telling me what I'm gonna do for the production. So yeah, I think the process has been really smooth.
Did you also have the music video idea kind of in mind during that process? Like, I feel like that this was just a full experience that just happened.
Oh,
How did you go about as far as the music video process?
so it's actually quite interesting because yeah, 4 years are quite a long time. I mean, um, actually before I had plans for the music video or like the production, I actually did one thing over the past 4 years, like apart from getting ready mentally, I actually asked Emily, which is the dancer and the performer in the music video, because she also suffered from eczema since a young age. So we share similar background on our body image issue, and she's a dancer, she's a choreographer, and I felt like, ooh, it should be really interesting to have two different person have similar background on skin condition and use their own art forms to express ourselves in this matter. So actually, before I had any plan for release or production, I actually only had the song written 4 years ago, just that. And I talked to Emily like I think a year and a half ago. I texted Emily, or I think she was in a gig, one of my gig, and she was there, and I talked to her saying, "Oh, I just perform skin." So I usually perform skin in my live gigs, like an unreleased footage and stuff, like a surprise and everything, because it's an importance of me. So I talked to her, and I was like, "Ooh, when I gonna release the song, I really want you to be in my music video." I didn't even know what's the concept of the video. I just invited her because I feel like that's my gut feeling. I feel like this is something I wanted to do. So from that, we take it from there, and then after I produce everything, I send a track to her, and then she was like, "Yes." She already had idea of how to devise her movement and how to incorporate how she like like as girls growing up with like allergy, we always cover our skin, so it affects our body language a lot as well. So she incorporated that kind of thing into her movements, and I was like, wow, that's really completes the message. And we started from there, and then I talked to my music video team, and then we just like, let's go a minimal less is more approach. So everything falls into place, like people focus on the song and the movement, and that's the only thing. So yeah, I think it's a really rewarding experience for me as well.
And I love that less is more. I feel like that's the best way to kind of get the message across.
Mm,
And it's cool because I don't think anyone's ever really talked about eczema or just like this kind of like skin condition, and it's like
mm,
something new, it's something fresh.
mm.
Um, is this a song that you see like in a body of work, or is this a song that you just like see it as a single because it just needed to be out?
I see it as a single for now. I feel like it deserved like a proper single release, like a project release. But I'm actually considering putting into my EP as well. So I'm gonna do like a wrap up of my past 2 years of singles, and then it also like similar themes, and then I want to put skin into the EP. But like maybe like a more stripped back version or like other version. I'm not sure yet. But yeah, I think for skin for now is like a proper single, treatment of that song.